Juice from the Mud. This is the first segment. Welcome to my channel. Click the like button, subscribe. Before I get started, I want to make sure I do emphasize that for housekeeping, please keep your comments to a minimum. And if you got something negative to say, keep it to yourself. This is for people who it applies to. If you already are aware of and you already know, this particular segment is specifically for individuals who are starting their courier business or on the road and they're out all day and they don't know that they should have certain things before they get started with their business. You gotta have water. You gotta have water. You gotta have a 2.5 to 3 ton jack. You should have a jump start power station, which comes with jumper cables, an air pump, and a USB connection so you can charge your phone if you're stuck somewhere stranded. Check with your car insurance to make sure that you have rental car insurance. Each company usually provides that, but because your premium may be higher, you might want to make sure you ask if that's covered in case you're in an accident. You ride out here as a courier and you mess around and get in an accident, and that other individual may not have insurance. That other individual may have insurance, but they don't have rental coverage. So you want to make sure that you are able to keep staying on the road and keep working. So make sure that they have that. If you don't have it, try to ask your insurance about it and how much it costs to get it if you need to have it. It is separate from your insurance. You need to also have occupational insurance. You need to have a fan. You run around with this AC pumping and it's hot like out here, you need to definitely have a fan, because you might want to ride with the windows down to save you some gas, because you already know how that's going. I'm not getting into that politics, but we paying some high gas. So make sure that you have that. Get you a duffel bag. If you can, get you a duffel bag so that way you can actually put some things in there like your emergency kit, Band-Aids, gauze, alcohol, rubbing alcohol, peroxide, stuff like that. You gotta have that stuff, man. It's important, because you might be picking up something, you might cut yourself on a box, you might have your box cutter accidentally cut yourself. You need to have that. Make you an emergency kit. Only a couple of dollars. Go to the dollar store and get you a couple of them items. Write down some things that you know you might need. A few of the things I just named might be beneficial for you. So you want to definitely do that. Get you some tire plugs, the plug sticks. Again, they may not necessarily use plugs these days. I do. But again, it's only temporary. It's not like I'm trying to use it to ride around, hundreds of thousands of miles. No, it's just to get me from where I'm at. Sometimes I'm on the road and I'm in a situation where I might have ran over a nail, or I might have ran into a screw and I get a leak. It's like, I don't have time to stop. I have to keep it moving. I only have a few minutes to stop, do what I need to do for my pickup, and I gotta go. I don't have time to be sitting there going to no service facility and wait an hour for them to fix my tire, patch my tire up. So this again is just temporary. Get you some of them sticks, so that way you can patch your tire real quick, plug it real quick is what I'm saying. Duffel bag to put everything in, and get your hand truck. You definitely need to have a hand truck. It's important that you have one, so that way you can carry some of the heavy items. I'm not sure if you're going to be carrying batteries. I'm not sure if you're going to be carrying a whole lot of food. You might be carrying 4 or 5 pizzas. It's not necessary to actually have a hand truck for it, but if you got those 5 pizzas and some other stuff that go along with it, you might want to have something that's make it easy for you to carry. It's all about working smart, not hard. So if you're going to work smart, do that. You definitely need to have you some type of occupational insurance in case you're injured. You may not have, regular insurance. Ain't no group health coverage with this shit. Excuse my language. So you got to have you some kind of insurance to cover yourself. You may not have a spouse or a significant other that has some type of insurance that will help support and cover you. So it's important that you have some kind of insurance in case you get hurt. Go get you some Aflac. So that way, if you are hurt and you're in a position where you going to be out of work for a few days and you know your work is going to require you to be available. you're not available. So you don't work, you don't eat. That's the old saying. So if you don't have the Aflac, then you're not gonna get paid. But at least if you have Aflac or whoever the other competitor is that's out there, get that. So that way you are covered. You out of work, at least your bills can still get paid. At least you're getting some kind of income. Gotta have those things. You gotta have gloves. Get you one of them little dollar store tool sets. Hell, you could probably get you some gloves and the tool set at the dollar store. And depending on what corner of the earth you on, you might have to pay $1.25 for each, but at least that's $2.50 that you're paying for an essential. Have your screwdriver, your wrench, your pliers, Phillip head, flathead, things of that nature. Roadside assistance. Make sure you got roadside assistance. And most importantly, last but not least, please make sure that you have a reliable mechanic, not a shade tree mechanic. Shade tree mechanics are only good for changing your tire. If you're trying to rotate your tire, you done did over your miles, you need to get your tires rotated. It don't take much for you to put it on the jack it up, take the tires off, rotate them, and put them back on. Get you a real certified mechanic. Somebody that's reliable. Somebody that you can pull up in whenever you need to make a quick call. Hey, I need to get my oil change real quick. Hey, I need to get another tire. Hey, my AC unit's not working. Can you recharge it? Whatever your concern is, they should be able to take care of it for you quickly and build that rapport with them, so that way you are in a position where they know you coming, you got you some money. You know that you got to take care of it. Try to keep at least $50 in your pocket. That may not be a lot or enough for some people, but that is enough to keep in your pocket in case you're in a situation where you got to go and take care of a little business. Grab you something to eat because you stranded somewhere, but you're hungry and you ain't got no money and you don't have a credit card. So do that. That's important. If you can, get you a credit card. Get you a credit card, the smallest amount, it doesn't matter, whatever. Try not to use a debit card. Do not. I don't tell anybody to get a credit card starting their courier business, because you don't know how much you're going to spend, and you don't want to get into the bad habit of spend. And next thing you know, the card is up high and you don't have enough money to pay for it because you ain't been working long enough. So please don't use a credit card if you can help it. Try to keep some cash on you. Immediately save $10 to $20 every time you get paid. Put that to the side as a little crush fund. So that way you are in a position where if you need to use that money for something, then you're using it for that. Otherwise, that's some money put to the side. It could be for you some savings, or it can go to, paying bills or whatever. But you want to make sure you have a crush fund, because it's imperative when you have a breakdown, which will be in one of my segments. You don't want that to be a setback and you don't have any money to try to get yourself out of the hole. Because trust me, when you're on the road as a courier, it is not easy. And people don't tell you that. And they don't tell you that you're out there and you by yourself. And depending on who you're with and who you're contracted with, everything is on you. That's from gas, maintenance, service, tire, everything is on you. So you got to make sure that you have a crush fund, so that way you can take care of some of those little things that you may need to take care of. It's very important. Make sure you have some kind of a hat to cover your head and a towel. And I'm gonna pull out on that right there. And I hope that helps somebody. If it helps somebody, again, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll have more other information for Courier's business, things that are important. And check out some of those other affiliates. JT Hustle's another one. Shout out to JT Hustles. And there's some other ones that are out there that actually provide it. Sean in Town, if you're trying to get on YouTube, look him up, Sean in Town. He has some good apps as well if you want to try to pick up on some apps to try to get you some contracts started. All right, y'all, be cool, be solid, keep up a good fight.